India receives proposal from Pakistan on consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav. The External Affairs Ministry says India weighing through the proposal in the light of the ICJ verdict. Rajya Sabha puts to vote the National Medical Commission Bill 2019. Health Minister Dr Harshvardhan says doctors' apprehensions about the bill will be addressed. Hails the bill as one of the greatest reform in the nation's medical history. The Lok Sabha passes Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2019. Mediation panel on the Ayodhya issue submits its report to the Supreme Court. The court to hear the matter tomorrow. Supreme Court orders transfer of all the 5 cases related to Unnao Rape case to Delhi. The Delhi trial court to hear the case on a day-to-day basis. Says the trial must be completed in 45 days. Also directs Uttar Pradesh government to pay 25 lakh rupees as compensation to the kin of the victim. BJP expels Unnao Rape case accused Kuldeep Singh Sengar from the party. The party spokesperson Narsihmha says there is no place for a person in the party who is facing such serious charges. In international news, the US Fed Reserve cuts interest rates for the first time since 2008 global recession. The Fed Reserve chairman cites concerns about the global economy and the US inflation. In sports news, Australia begin on a poor note after electing to bat against England in the ICC World Test Champion at Bastion in Birmingham. Hello and good evening. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. Top story: India has received proposal from Pakistan for consular access to former Indian Navy Commander Kulbhushan Jadhav. Addressing the media in New Delhi, the ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said that India is evaluating Pakistan's offer of granting consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav, who was kidnapped by the Pakistani security forces on false allegations.
We have received a proposal from Pakistan. We are at this point of time evaluating the proposal in the light of the judgment of the International Court of Justice. We will maintain communication with Pakistan in this matter through diplomatic channels.
India has expressed concern over the US military aid to Pakistan. The ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said that India has raised the issue through its diplomatic channel before the US.
We have taken up the matter with the US ambassador here in Delhi, as well as with the government of the United States in Washington through our ambassador. We have expressed grave concern over the US military assistance to Pakistan. What we have been told by the US side is that the proposed sale does not indicate any change in the US policy of maintaining a freeze in military assistance to Pakistan.
And moving on now to some other news, the Supreme Court adopted a stern stand on investigation in the Unnao Rape case today. The court has ordered to transfer the trial of all the 5 cases related to Unnao Rape incident from Uttar Pradesh to Delhi. The court said that the trial court judge in Delhi will hear the case on a day-to-day basis and complete the trial within 45 days. The Supreme Court also directed the Uttar Pradesh government to pay 25 lakh rupees as compensation to the victim. Besides that, the Supreme Court is also likely to pass its judgment tomorrow about the airlifting of the Unnao Rape survivor and her lawyer to Delhi for advanced medical treatment after consulting it with the family members of the victim. Earlier, the Supreme Court had questioned the Secretary General on delay in placing the letter before the CJI. To this, the Secretary General of the court had told the court that on an average, Supreme Court receives 5,800 letters a month, and the registry came to know that a letter was written by the Unnao case victim after media reports highlighted this very fact. The Chief Justice of India said that the victim should be shifted to the All India Medical Institute of Sciences if she is in a condition to be moved from the Lucknow hospital.
4 केसेस जो है सीबीआई कोर्ट दिल्ली को ट्रांसफर करने के लिए एक आदेश दिया है। दूसरा जो है, जो संडे जो हादसा हुआ वो भी सीबीआई को सौंप दिया गया, वो केस भी दिल्ली सीबीआई कोर्ट को ट्रांसफर कर दिया। दूसरा जो है, जो विक्टिम है, विक्टिम फैमिली मेंबर्स है, उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आज सेंट्रल रिजर्व पुलिस फोर्स को डायरेक्शन दिया है, इसको जब तक केस खत्म नहीं होता, जब तक केस चलता है, वो प्रोटेक्शन देने के लिए कह दिया। तीसरा जो है, जो विक्टिम एक्सपेंसेस जो है, ये गरीब परिवार से है, उसका इंटरिम कंपनसेशन के तहत और 25 लाख जो है कल एक दिन में उसको सौंप देने के लिए, मदर को देने के लिए कह दिया है।
And the Bharatiya Janata Party has expelled its jailed Uttar Pradesh lawmaker Kuldeep Singh Sengar, who is accused of raping a minor girl from Unnao. The action came days after the girl was critically injured and 2 of her aunts died in an accident in Uttar Pradesh. The family alleged that the accident was an attempt to kill the victim herself.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी में ऐसा किसी व्यक्ति के लिए जगह नहीं है जिनके खिलाफ बहुत ही संगीन आरोप हैं। जो पीड़िता है उनकी सिक्योरिटी को लेकर सवाल उठते हैं, उन पर इस प्रकार का जो एक्सीडेंट जो हुआ है उसको लेकर कई प्रश्न उठते हैं, तो कोई बर्दाश्त करने की स्थिति में पार्टी नहीं है। तो जो भी गलत काम करते हैं उन सब को पार्टी से बाहर करेगी। ये पहली बार मैसेज नहीं दे रही है भारतीय जनता पार्टी। गलत बयानी पर भी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किस प्रकार रिस्पॉन्ड किया तो देश ने देखा है।
The Uttar Pradesh Women Commission Chief Vimla Batham today met the family members of the Unnao Rape survivor in Lucknow's KD Medical College. Later talking to reporters, she said that the Uttar Pradesh government is providing all the possible help to the rape survivor.
विक्टिम और लॉयर दोनों ही इस समय जो है वेंटिलेटर पर नहीं है, कल दोपहर से वेंटिलेटर पर नहीं है। पोजीशन हम ये नहीं कह सकते इम्प्रूवमेंट है, लेकिन डिटोरिएशन भी नहीं है। बिना वेंटिलेटर के अगर डिटोरिएशन नहीं है तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी अच्छा संकेत है। पूरी मदद के लिए तैयार है योगी सरकार, और जो भी इलाज, जो दी बेस्ट इलाज होगा वो इलाज यहाँ होगा, और जो भी उसके लिए फायदेमंद होगा वो सारे काम योगी सरकार करेगी।
Moving on now to news from Parliament, the Lok Sabha today passed the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2019. The Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that the amendments proposed in the bill aim to ensure timely admission and the completion of corporate insolvency resolution process. The minister said that the amendments to insolvency law are aimed at ensuring greater timeliness for resolution process that has to be completed in 330 days, and changes are to be made in 7 sections of the law. The minister said that proposed amendments also responds to issues pertaining to financial creditors in the wake of a recent ruling with respect to financial and operational creditors.
The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code actually has proved effective, and in the course of my answer I will certainly give figures to prove it. But then the spirit with which this code has come in, and also the way in which it has functioned, together with the types of solutions it is offering, and the expectation with which businesses are approaching for solutions through the Insolvency Code, will have to be put on record. And again, it is not the intent here that every such problematic issue related to companies are taken up only with liquidation as an agenda.
And the Lok Sabha also took up discussion on protection of children from sexual offences, the POCSO Bill 2019. The Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani, said that the bill contains provisions for stringent punishment for crime against minors. She said the bill proposes to punish the culprit irrespective of their gender.
The POCSO bill extends its cover to children irrespective of their gender, and the perpetrator of the crime, sir, is also recognized irrespective of gender. Today, there are more opportunities for sexual predators to victimize our children. And to address this very challenge, sir, our government seeks to bring about a definition of child pornography.
And voting is underway on the National Medical Commission Bill 2019. Earlier on, the Health Minister Dr Harshvardhan said the bill seeks to repeal the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. It is aimed at providing a medical education that improves access to quality and affordable medical education. The Health Minister termed the legislation as the biggest reform in the field of medical education. The lower house of Parliament has already cleared the National Medical Commission Bill 2019 in the current session of Parliament.
मैं देश के अंदर सारे मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स को, सारे एस्पायरिंग जो डॉक्टर्स बनना चाहते हैं उनको, और जो डॉक्टरी पेशे के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, और इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन के सदस्यों को भी सबको मैं ये विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूँ। मैंने ज़िंदगी भर दिल्ली मेडिकल एसोसिएशन और इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन के राइट्स के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी है, और मेडिकल प्रोफेशन का मैं आपसे कोई कम बड़ा सपोर्टर या समर्थक नहीं हूँ। आई हैव ऑलवेज फॉट फॉर प्रिजर्विंग एंड प्रोटेक्टिंग द इंटेग्रिटी ऑफ द मेडिकल प्रोफेशन। इसलिए देश के किसी भी डॉक्टर को कोई भी किसी किस्म का शक शुबा नहीं होना चाहिए। ये जो बदलाव है ये उनकी ज़िंदगी के अंदर एक बेहतरीन बदलाव लाने वाला है, जिसको क्वालिटेटिवली क्वांटिटेटिवली परसीव भी किया जा सकेगा, आने वाले वर्षों में मेजर भी किया जा सकेगा।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh attended the flag off program of statewide tour Mahajanadesh Yatra in the Amravati district of Maharashtra today. The tour starts from Mojhari village, the land of Saint Tukjoji Maharaj, who was a well-known social reformer. He said his government is committed to doubling the farmers' income.
जिस तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, 2022 आते आते हमारे किसानों की जितनी आमदनी आज के 2 साल पहले रही है, बहनों भाइयों, आपकी आमदनी को हम ठीक 2 गुना करके ही दम लेंगे। यह हमारी सरकार का फैसला है। हमारी केंद्र की सरकार ने फैसला किया है कि आगामी 5 वर्षों के अंदर सड़कों का जाल सारे हिंदुस्तान में, गांव से लेकर एयरपोर्ट तक, शहरों तक सड़कों का जाल बिछाने के लिए 100 लाख करोड़ रुपया हम खर्च करेंगे। यह हमारी सरकार का फैसला है। 2022 आते आते भारत के अंदर एक भी परिवार शेष नहीं बचेगा जिसको अपना सिर ढकने के लिए छत न मुहैया हो। एक भी परिवार इस हिंदुस्तान में नहीं बचेगा।
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today released a book, The Dynamics of Indian Education, written by Professor Rajput in New Delhi. The book covers a whole gamut of issues relating to Indian education system. And speaking on the occasion, the Vice President said that we must reform the education system to do away with rote learning. He added that we need to promote the concept learning, critical thinking, creativity, problem-solving skills is also multilingualism and digital literacy to enable students to face challenges and successfully pursue their career. The Vice President stressed that our education system must remain deeply rooted to culture while simultaneously steadfastly pursuing the new frontiers of knowledge.
हमारा इतिहास की संपन्नता और सांस्कृतिक समृद्धि को कक्षाओं में पूरी ओज से और आस्था के साथ पढ़ाया जाना चाहिए। ये बहुत जरूरी है। हमारे युवा विद्यार्थी भारत की ज्ञान परंपरा से परिचित हों, उसे और विकसित करें, साथ ही उनके पास दूरदृष्टि और विवेक भी हो कि वे विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में विश्व भर में अपनी अमिट छाप छोड़ सके। हम एक ऐसी शिक्षा प्रणाली बनाएं जिसमें उत्कृष्टता, मानवीयता तथा जीवन के प्रति एक संपूर्ण उदार नजरिया आवे। ये गुण अनिवार्य अपरिहार्य रूप से निहित हो, ये जरूरी है।
The Supreme Court will conduct a hearing on the Ayodhya mediation report on Friday. The Ayodhya mediation panel that was allowed time till 31st July to continue talks to develop consensus between Hindu and the Muslim parties on the temple dispute has submitted a report in a sealed cover. And based on the report, the top court will decide its further proceedings tomorrow. In the last hearing, the court said it had received a report of the 3-member mediation panel headed by the former Apex Court judge FMI Kalifullah and took on record the contents. The other 2 members of the panel are spiritual guru Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and senior advocate Sri Ram Panchu. The court has barred publication of the report's contents as the panel will continue the mediation process till the end of the month. The top court had on 8th March appointed the 3-member panel to talk to all stakeholders and try to reach a consensus to resolve the Ayodhya row. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said that ASEAN is a region of great importance for India. Speaking at the ASEAN-India ministerial meeting in Bangkok, the minister said that India hopes to see a strong, unified and prosperous ASEAN playing a significant role in the emerging dynamics of the Indo-Pacific.
Engagement with ASEAN has been and will remain a critical element of India's Act East policy and strategy. Acting East is now also a means to implement our Indo-Pacific outlook. Indeed, that is its logical extrapolation. India seeks greater connectedness with the ASEAN region. We envision connectivity with the region in very broad terms, including physical, economic, political connectivity and close contact at the people-to-people level. The historic, cultural, economic and political ties that have existed between India and the ASEAN region are the stepping stones to achieve the vision of a more connected India and the ASEAN region and a closer partnership.
And the minister also said that India seeks greater connectedness with the ASEAN region.
Engagement with ASEAN has been and will remain a critical element of India's Act East policy and strategy. Acting East is now also a means to implement our Indo-Pacific outlook. Indeed, that is its logical extrapolation. India seeks greater connectedness with the ASEAN region. We envision connectivity with the region in very broad terms, including physical, economic, political connectivity and close contact at the people-to-people level. The historic, cultural, economic and political ties that have existed between India and the ASEAN region are the stepping stones to achieve the vision of a more connected India and the ASEAN region and a closer partnership.
And earlier, the External Affairs Minister met with the Foreign Affairs Minister of Thailand, and both the leaders exchanged pleasantries during the meeting. And the External Affairs Minister also met with the Foreign Affairs Minister of New Zealand in Bangkok. The minister is on a visit to Thailand to attend the ASEAN-India ministerial meeting, the 9th East Asia Summit Foreign Ministers meeting, 26th ASEAN Regional Forum and the 10th Mekong-Ganga Cooperation Ministerial meeting. Moving on now, Innovation in Science Pursued for Inspired Research, or simply called INSPIRE, is one of the flagship programs of the Department of Science and Technology. The INSPIRE Manak Awards being executed by the Department of Science and Technology with the National Innovation Foundation and aims to motivate students in the age group of 10 to 15 years. Held under the aegis of Department of Science and Technology, the Government of India and the National Innovation Foundation, the nominations for online application will remain open till 31st of this month, and the young minds and enthusiastic can take part in that. Take a look.
In order to inspire young minds, National Innovation Foundation, along with Department of Science and Technology, has come up with the INSPIRE Awards. Manak, the idea came from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Startup India project, and to give wings to the dreams of young minds, National Innovation Foundation organized the Innovation in Science Pursuit for Inspired Research, or INSPIRE scheme, which aims to motivate students in the age group of 10 to 15 years and studying in class 6 to 10.
बच्चों में भी इनोवेटिव स्पिरिट होती है और उनका इनोवेशन जो मन में आता है उसको प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए इंस्पायर मानक अवार्ड की शुरुआत हुई। ऐसे बच्चों को हम इनकरेजमेंट करेंगे तो बहुत सारी अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें बाहर आएगी, क्योंकि उनकी सोच अलग होती है। हम लोग जो ज़्यादा पढ़ाई लिखाई करते हैं तो एक कंडीशन्ड माइंड हो जाता है, ताकि बच्चे का ऐसा नहीं होता है। तो इसलिए इसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए ये मानक तैयार किया, शुरू किया।
The objective of the scheme is to target 1 million original ideas or innovation rooted in science and societal applications to foster a culture of creativity and innovative thinking among school children.
कई इनोवेशंस ऐसे होते हैं कि जिसको ऑलरेडी दुनिया में होता है और वो इधर वो बच्चे को मालूम नहीं है और कई बार ऐसा होता है बच्चे ने भी किसी इंटरनेट में, आजकल तो इंटरनेट सब छोटे बच्चे भी देखते हैं, तो उसी को देख के वो दोहरा रहा है, तो ऐसे एंट्रीज को पहले बाहर करना पड़ता है। फिर बाद में जो बाकी एंट्रीज है उसमें से कौन सा नावीन्यपूर्ण चीज़ है जो आज तक किसी ने सोचा नहीं था। भले हो सकता है कई बार ये इम्प्लीमेंट करना मुश्किल है, लेकिन यदि सोच एक अलग ढंग की है तो उस सोच को पहचानना ये उसमें बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है।
Of the 10 lakh ideas nominated, the best 1 lakh received 10,000 as Inspire Award. Subsequently, the shortlisted students participate in district level exhibition and project competition, from which further 10% projects get shortlisted for state level exhibition and project competition. 1,000 students are finally selected to showcase their innovative projects at the national level exhibition. Finally, top 60 innovative projects are incubated and displayed at the annual Festival of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. With Nishant Saurabh, Tapas Bhattacharya's report, DD News, Delhi.
Moving on now, the Golden Jubilee of IFFI will be a marvellous carnival of cinema for the viewers and cinema lovers. And to commemorate the important event, a competition for designing a postage stamp along with the first day cover is launched by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting on the MyGov platform.
The International Film Festival of India, IFFI, started way back in 1952, is an A-grade film festival accredited to the International Federation of Film Producers Associations, that's the FIAPF, and is one of the oldest and most prestigious festivals in Asia. IFFI showcases a collage of the best of contemporary and classical films from around the globe. The festival welcomes an array of world-renowned filmmakers, actors, technicians, critics, academicians and enthusiasts to celebrate cinema and the art of filmmaking through its presentations, masterclasses and panel discussions. Year 2019 marks the Golden Jubilee edition of the International Film Festival of India, which is organized by the Directorate of Film Festivals, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in collaboration with Entertainment Society of Goa every year from the 20th to the 28th of November. To commemorate this important event, a competition for designing a postage stamp along with the first day cover is launched by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting on the MyGov platform. The contest is open from the 1st of August 2019 till the 15th of August 2019. The winner will receive a certificate of appreciation and travel and hospitality for 2 nights and 3 days to become a part of 50th IFFI. To participate in the competition, one can log into www.mygov.in. Witness the Festival of Films right here at IFFI as it gets more vibrant with each passing year. Jyotika Grover reports, DD News.
And in sports news now, Kidambi Shrikant's poor run of form continued as the Indian shuttler crashed out of the Thailand Open in the second round itself. The Indian ace seeded 5th in the tournament was knocked out in 3 games by Faith Pratap Kosit 11-21, 21-16, 21-12. That is indeed a wake-up call for the Indian, who seriously needs to find that inner motivation to be able to show his champion qualities once again. Parupalli Kashyap failed to counter the fast-paced game of Tian Chen Cho as he lost in the straight games 19-21, 14-21. Kashyap had reached the semi-finals of the Indian Open early this year, and the final finish at the Canada Open is his best performance of the season. Saina Nehwal crashed out of the Thailand Open badminton tournament in round 2. Saina lost to Takahashi Sayaka of Japan 16-21, 21-11, 21-14 in 48 minutes. Takahashi's win ended India's contention in the Thailand Open in the women's singles category. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.